topic at least starts with what happens when someone live streams their crime. Now, just when you hear that, as a logical person, you would say, with no legal experience whatsoever, boy, that person is stupid. Because you know why? Because that person is stupid. Because if you take a video and you live stream it to tens of thousands of people while you're committing a crime, you're going to be convicted. All the DA has to do is play the video. Even the very, very, very youngest and most inexperienced DA can press a button and play a video. So in general, don't do that. But in addition to that, I'd like to speak to you today about something extremely serious, and that is people driving their vehicle and killing other people. It is among the most serious crimes with the most serious consequences that exist in our country. And what many people forget is when a person drives a vehicle and is found guilty of being responsible for the death of a passenger or a pedestrian, there are more than just one victim. The victim who died and their entire family are victims, and the entire family of the accused is a victim, because both families' lives will change on the minute that this act occurs. And the penalties for being convicted of killing someone while you're driving a vehicle are extreme. They range from second-degree murder, where you face 15 to life imprisonment in some cases, all the way to manslaughter, where you are still responsible for someone's death while driving. So my main goal in speaking to you today is to hopefully help you think about what you do when you get behind the wheel, so you don't ruin your life and the life of your family and the life of the victim and their family. I want to start by telling you, if you haven't been one of the 2 or 3 million people that have watched already, this lady, this teenage girl, decided to live stream a picture, a video of her driving recklessly, crashing her car, and then killing her sister. Now, what person would be stupid enough to do that? But what makes her stupid is not the live streaming. It's the act of getting so drunk that she loses complete control of herself and doesn't even realize what she's done until her sister is dead. I think about her father, who went to court a few days later and begged the court to release her daughter from custody because that's the last daughter he has. And of course the judge couldn't do that, and of course her bail is $590,000, and she will likely go to prison for at least 10 to 20 years. But that's not the only kind of case that ends in tragedy when you get behind the wheel. If you're convicted of killing someone because you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and they can show you had gross negligence, you are facing 10 years in prison. And if there's another victim in the car that's seriously injured, tack on another 6. And that's a serious felony. And that means you'll do 85% of your time. So I urge you, we have been representing people accused of driving under the influence for almost 40 years. The consequences of your actions are extreme. When you drive intoxicated, you do not understand what you're doing. You cannot control the wheel. And if you kill someone under the influence, you are very likely going to go to prison. But what about when you're driving and texting, which of course happens more and more these days? For some crazy reason, the state of California only imposes a fine of $162 for texting and driving. In my opinion, they should impose a fine of jail time, because the consequences of texting and driving can be just as deadly as driving under the influence of alcohol. And if you are convicted of hitting a pedestrian and killing them, because your attention is diverted because you think it's so damn important to text someone about some concert or about meeting for dinner, and you kill someone, you're going to go to jail. You didn't drink any alcohol. You might say, all I did is text. All you did is text? Someone is dead. Their family will never see that person. Your family will have to visit you in jail. Is a text worth it? I urge everyone who watches this to understand that if you want to drink, drink responsibly. Obviously, there's many options so you don't drink and drive. Put your damn phone down. Drive responsibly. Then you won't kill anybody. Then you won't ruin your life. If you have any questions about any of this, you can obviously call us. I'll be glad to discuss it with you. If anyone in your family is accused of this, we're glad to discuss your options. But please, we don't want you to call us for that reason. Because if you kill someone while you're driving and you're responsible for it, the information that we will have to give you when you call us is very bad information. It is very serious. So please follow my advice. I hope you guys have a safe week, and we'll talk next week. Bye.